Well, hello everyone. It's been a long off season, but you know what day it is? It's AM Tuesday here from the Kingdom of Bahrain. Round 1, Season 9, AM2 Contest of Speed for what looks to be a very mouth-watering season ahead. 14 rounds, so a lot shorter than last year's 24-race slog. We have a lot of championship contenders. I am Kid and Petter, as always, joined alongside by Andy Wu. Andy Wu, are you excited? Do you feel it?
Oh man, I feel it. I am ecstatic to see what this championship will have in store for us. Got at least 10 drivers every race that can win here. Definitely going to be the most exciting AM2 season to date. Yeah, and to start off with a great track for racing, notoriously here in Bahrain. Yeah, definitely a great way to start this shorter season off, but I think a shorter season's the way to go for sure. 14 races, jam-packed. We could have 14 winners, honestly. I could see it.
It's possible. Anything's possible. Embarking on the start of a new journey, and gotta say, I'm stoked. You're stoked. Drivers are pretty stoked, and nice to see that we have a full grid today. 18 of the full-time drivers in attendance for Bahrain. We're missing Gordito and Randy Orton.
Yep, Randy Orton.
St. Louis's own Randy Orton. I believe he went to Hazelwood, but. Yeah, in for those two, we've got some familiar names if you follow the AM2 action. Gru and Porridge stepping up into the Alfa Romeo. Porridge finished P2 yesterday in the inaugural AM3 race. Went off without a hitch, just about, as Gru actually goes on pole. Gru, advanced stat, best result of the season. Last year in AM2 came here at Bahrain, round 17, where he finished 4th. And Porridge nearly had himself a podium. A couple familiar faces. Returning Captain Rogue, after not participating last season, is back. And he is in a Ferrari partnered with Vamu Nubel, and these two look primed for a Constructors' Championship repeat in AM2. A couple of other guys. Severe Scott. Didn't see him last week. He's invalidated. But he will be making his debut. Who am I missing here?
Team Dingit.
Team Dingit's back.
AM2 return. It's back. It's in the Alpine. Team Dingit. For at least a portion of the season. As we have got the news that the Ding in the part of Team Dingit will be deploying here shortly, so we will enjoy it while it lasts.
Yes, that is unfortunate news for us, but you know, I can sleep a lot safer than I know, and DK is protecting me overseas against invisible enemies that we might have created ourselves. But nonetheless, DK, I think that gives him more impetus to kind of go balls out here the first few races of the season.
I love when DK's balls are out.
Yeah, I do too, and so does his wife. Shout out to DK's wife. I believe she washes.
Hey, DK's wife.
But yeah, DK will be going for it. I have a feeling. But on paper, he and Wingett are a formidable force in this championship. I think McLaren as well should be too. Along with Haas. So I think we got like 4 constructors. We probably have 6 or 7 guys that could win the championship as drivers. And overall, as we keep saying, just absolutely.
Now, yeah, I've never been excited to commentate, you know, as a natural introvert, racer more than commentator. Never thought I'd be excited to commentate a league race, but with the potential that AM2 has this season, like I just can't stop just smiling at my TV screen because man, I'm excited to see these guys go. And so is Vamu, setting an absolute stonking lap time. The 26.6 is his first lap. Notoriously good at one lap pace. kind of shows it off there. See if he'll spin halfway through this race like he did last season on numerous occasions. Outside of that, though, look at the field spread between and Captain Rogue to Chase NASCAR in 9, about 4/10, and even up the Racing Fan, about 5/10 separating the top 8 there.
Yeah, you love to see it. And, but Boot is jumping on here, and he's for once I think he's actually committed to a full season. Here at Contest of Speed, he's in and out, but when he's in, he's pretty quick. I believe he was on pole last week, or he was P2. It was a McLaren lockout on pole in the test race here at Bahrain, which you guys might have seen. Probably turned off because, boy, were we rife with technical glitches. Glad that's out of the way, though, and everything's looking promising heading into this round 1.
Big rule change, though, for AM2. Assists are staying the same, unlike tomorrow night, where we have moved to racing line only in AM1. Ghosting will now be off for both AM1 and AM2 this season. It's kind of our program to work the training wheels off. AM3 on Monday nights. Any assist you want, just about, and then ghosting is on. AM2, kind of taking a little bit of the training wheels off, moving to ghosting off, so you gotta avoid spinning cars. Can't just try to drive through them, because that is dangerous and dumb. And AM1, all the assists come off with the exception of the racing line. Ghosting is off. It's a higher class of racing, if you will, but that doesn't take anything away from the guys here in AM2, because they are probably faster than both you and I.
Nah, not over the course of a race distance. So maybe Electric with all the practice he gets in. Who is now rebranded officially. Still in the same Haas, but he's got a new name. It's E-Cosplay. He's been picked up by.
Yeah, I'm calling him Electric. He can.
Yeah, I'm still gonna call him Electric. But we're just getting that out there now. E-Cosblade. He has been picked up by Contest of Speed's esports team after doing about 5,000 races across all 6 tiers last season.
He did 93 races last season in a 24 race season for AM2.
Absolutely incredible stuff. As he goes up to P3, the times are falling, and they're getting a little tighter. DK's on another hot lap. Looks like he is in the first sector, turn 3 into turn 4. Maybe right along with somebody else. I think Shelly might be further along. Nope, he's not. All these guys starting laps. As a matter of fact. I
think we got a Mercedes Hairsplex coming into the third sector. The final 2 corners, even though it's really just one. Way wide there, kind of missed the apex. Charges to the line. Oh, no, he bailed out. Wasn't happy with it.
Got a lot of guys in between here. I think DK is probably going to be the best. He's getting a slipstream from his teammate Wingit. This is what Team Dingett's all about. Down the back straight, which borders a drag strip. Looks like these two are drag stripping. Into turn 11. Drag racing, not stripping.
Yeah, although, get it right. Yeah,
you know, it's the he's a hero, or
National Treasure RuPaul.
National Treasure RuPaul. I'm not sure. Might get the pronouns mixed up. I'm not entirely fluent.
Doesn't matter.
Watching Bravo.
King, queen, all of the above. RuPaul.
Yeah,
ladies.
Straight up. DK on pole.
Wow.
Provisionally with a 26.6 flat. Just about.
That's what a good teammate will get you, Vamu. You know, maybe you should have picked better. Definitely toe down the back straight. Helped DK there.
It's definitely worth a couple of hundredths.
Well, you gave me a good suck down the straight last season in AM1, and almost got me my first pole. We were about 10th off there, but yeah.
Yeah, I was sucking. Yep, real hard.
Best sucker in the league right here, guys.
Yep, that's absolutely true. It's my side hustle. Do it at the Pilot Flying J every weekend in my free time. The future has gone off. That is an invalidation. It's going to let this is Cam Tizzle around. Nope.
I think we got both the Willies giving each other sucks. Nope, I lied. They were both on their
Warren was a bit of
together.
Warren was a bit of a revelation last week in the preseason test round here. I think he finished second. Had a strong showing in both races. Didn't really know who he was before here, but I think he's firmly thrown himself into the contender category of AM2. Cam Tizzle looking to be that, kind of like Mitch Burns last year, our eventual champion by quite a large margin. Mitch Burns was he voluntarily demoted himself back to AM2 after being more of a fringe AM1 points guy. Cam Tizzle kind of similar in that regard. He's dropping down. He's on the contender radar as well. It's right along with E. Warren.
Well, Wing It as well, also dropping down from AM1 to AM2. I'd say race pace wise, Wing It is definitely clear Cam Tizzle, but Cam Tizzle on his one lap can definitely get his nose into the mix, and that's all you really need in AM2. Mistakes usually separate the grid rather than just raw pace. So yeah, I think Cam Tizzle and Wing It both have much better seasons here in AM2.
Yeah, a lot more fun. Wing It, of course, also has a podium in AM1.
Just one. He didn't know. Fun story. We were talking about this earlier this week. Wing It did not know that he had a podium in AM1, and he has been lying to everyone, saying that he has not had a podium in AM1, but he got a podium as a result of you and mine and yours shenanigans at the Australian Grand Prix in Season 7.
Yep, we were really tag teaming Ecos Nicholas.
Don't say that.
Oh yeah, he's not of age. He's not of age.
Don't. Yeah, be careful.
And fun fact about Ecos Nicholas, he is in fact he is racing in British F3 this year. GB3, I believe, has been rebranded to.
GB3.
So you can check his races out on YouTube. Contest of Speed is actually a sponsor for him. So making big plays is rolling in the gang here at Contest of Speed. Sponsor a real life driver. Vamu Nubel will start his assault on pole. 2 minutes left in the session.
Purple sector won by a tenth and a half, just about.
That is a very strong first sector for the Argentinian as he enters the extremely off balance. Whoa, where did Bood come from? Sorry, Bood. Didn't even see that.
4.5 tenths he improved by.
4.5 tenths, boy.
What a lap.
That's going to be hard to beat. That is going to be very hard to beat. 26.3 for a Bood on the board. Vamu Nubel now into turn 11. See that sector split here in just a second. Around the tricky turn 12. Don't hit that curb. 3 tenths is Vamu. Almost invalidates. Gets a little bit.
He was on the limit there.
Gets a really tough run out of there.
Yeah, he was on the gas super early out of that corner and just threw his car around the corner. I don't know how it stuck, but maybe medium traction control had something to do with it.
Big assist guy. Vamu on pole, 26.285. Led the league in poles last year. Didn't actually keep track of it, but let's just say he had like 6. Sounds pretty good.
I think he had 7 poles and 2 wins.
Yeah, he had 2 wins. He only had 2 wins, but he had a lot of poles.
7 sounds about right.
Here. Let's check out Deathstorm as he's coming down to the final corners, plural. Always a reminder that this is 14 and 15, even though it really is only one corner. To the line, Deathstorm P12, a little disappointed for him, but he will be able to start on the medium.
I definitely see, reverse strategy Deathstorm.
Cam Tizzle, by the way, purple sector 2.
Ooh, 4.5. He's up 4 tenths on his last lap. So yeah, he's flying. I don't think it'll be enough for pole, but definitely jumping up right into the middle of the top 10 here. Nice and tidy through the last corner. Didn't gain, didn't lose.
P7.
Yeah, P7.
It's a solid P7 for him to start the season off. A lot of guys on outlaps here.
Yeah, I wonder if our timing is messed up because we got too many guys on outlaps for
Yeah, I'm a little confused at the timing here. It's right along with DK. Looks like he's the highest challenger on a flying lap at the moment. 26.6 was provisional pole about 6 minutes ago. Things have changed. Needs to find 4/10 right here. About 3.5. Think he's got it in him?
I don't know. He's missing out on his toe here, so he's going to be losing time down this straightaway compared to his last lap. But maybe the clean air, I guess. I don't know. I want to see the sector split here because I'm sure he's probably going to be down on his time. Oh, and he invalidated right away. Yep. He was at 10th and a half
plus
down
132. That was a really awkward spot for Vamba to be in as well.
We got Racing Fan on a lap. He's getting ready to enter the tricky turn 10. He's about a 10th up on his last time. Runs a little deep into 10, but still gets a solid exit. We got Future.
Oh, Future looks like he might be having some internet issues. Hopefully he can
work on getting him in if you can stay on board with Racing Fan here. I want to see where he ends up.
Let's see what that Sector 2 time is. Very indicative. -2, 2.5 tenths for Racing Fan. Obviously, the third sector isn't a whole lot. Just one corner that is classified as 2. Finally, someone has given us a comment. Thank you. All these people watching. Thank you, too. But feel free to get that comment section popping off. Got the stream on my phone right now. Is Racing Fan.
Look at the gap there.
359. McLaren's looking strong yet again, but Vamba Newell is holding it down. E. Warren has messed up this lap, so he is not going to be in contention. Let's follow along with Ecos Blade, the artist formerly known as Electric. Last season's runner-up in the championship is afraid to turn off the assist. Up a 10th.
So he's not going to be challenging for pole, but he might be able to jump up to P4, depending on if he made any mistakes on his last lap.
14 and 15 for Electric Blade, the presumptive championship co-favorite with Von Newell. See where he ends up. P5, just off of DK Nortec, and I think that is going to do it.
Now, Captain Rogue, he's done.
Yep, he is.
See, Harris, Plex, and Porridge. Yep, Harris is done. Porch Power is done. That is it for qualifying. Really tight at the top, but I mean it's tight. You kind of got little battle packs all the way through the grid, but from about P4 to P16, separated by less than a second, about 8 tenths. So really tight there through the midfield. But both the McLarens and Vamu and his Ferrari definitely showing they got the quality pace to compete here. But we'll see about the race pace.
No real surprises jumping out at me, to be honest. This is about how I thought. I guess Wing It down there in P14. I thought he'd be a lot higher. Checking the chat now. Killer Cloud, Rogue's #1 fan, is back in the chat. Captain Rogue for the win. Lopez, what's up, Lopez? Nice to see him tuning in. Villeneuve says, gonna be fun. I agree. Cam Tizzle posts the nut emoji. I'm not sure what that means. Shelly says, great job, AM2 comms. Of course.
Thanks,
and
man.
E. Warren says, last lap was garbage. Yeah, looked like it.
Yeah,
but
I would agree.
At least the first step to recovery is admitting it. And quite frankly, P7 is not the worst place to be in the world on those soft tires. What's going to be interesting is the strategy. Swarm talks through that.
Yeah, you got a couple different options. I think if we manage to get through this entire race without a safety car, the soft to hard, pitting around lap 5 to 7 is the way to go. Just you won't claw that time back with a 2-stop, but if you're not too good on your tires or think the hard tires are completely garbage, soft, medium, soft, medium, soft, both viable options. The strategies all kind of even out there towards the end, so there's not too big of a gap, and I think safety cars may play a bigger part in what tires someone puts on at a certain moment. But yeah, I think soft hard's probably the way to go.
Well, of course, the one man in control of this, our Busch Light pole winner is Vamu Nubel for yet another pole in his career. As the future still looks like he's struggling with the internet connection at the moment. Hopefully, he can get back in. Now, we saw some drama last week where Racing Fan was on pole and he lagged out, did not get back in. His car was stalled on the grid, causing a massive pileup and an eventual restart. So hopefully no internet issues for him either. Is it just me, or are we kind of stuck on the screen?
I think we may be stuck.
Maybe stuck. I might have jinxed it.
I'm gonna get a protection picture of the results.
Yeah, get a protective picture here as we cross the 20 viewer plateau. Thanks everyone for joining. Looks like we might have to restart the stream again.
All right. So I will go back out. We will have to cut the stream here though, because this game is broken and you have to close your application to be able to get things to work properly. So Kitten, if you can walk everyone through that.
Yep, so I'm going to have to close my app. It'll be very quick, though, as Andy here resets the grid. Very disappointing, but 20 people right now. Give me 1 minute. Keep your eye on this space. We will be right back.